Most side hustles are not financial freedom. They're minimum wage traps with no benefits and lack of freedom if you're lucky. Today, we're going to put 3 side hustles through a reality check. Number one is drop shipping. 10 to 20% margins at best if you're elite. For most people, it's going to be a money loser. It's really just a high level digital marketing role, right? So it's going to come down to how can you market the product that you're selling, and you're going to be competing against the best people in the world at marketing. So unless you're one of the best people in the world, you're going to have a very hard time in this industry. So as you're just casually doing it on the side, trying not to put a lot of effort in, you're probably not going to be at that elite level. And you're going to be at that level where you lose money. Number two, Airbnbs are a passive investment myth. Now, there's a reason why you get such great tax write-offs for an Airbnb versus other real estate. It's because the IRS considers it an active activity versus a standard long-term rental would classify as passive according to the IRS. So your Airbnb side hustle is not going to be a passive investment for you. You're one bad guest, you're one city ordinance away from negative cash flow. You're on call 24/7 unless you hire a property manager. But if you hire a property manager, there's probably not going to be any profits left for you. It's more a hospitality job than an all-out business. And hotels historically have a reputation for being a very tough industry. Most banks don't like to lend to the hotel industry because it's such a tough business. Now, if you take that, the efficiencies the hotel has of having hundreds of rooms in one building under one roof within the same walls, and then you spread that out across a lot of single units, you've taken what was already a very tough industry, the hospitality industry, the hotel industry, and you've made it even harder. Number four, vending machines. Sure, $200,000 of passive income sounds great, but to generate any meaningful income, you're going to need a massive operations. So for example, 10K a month would require 50 vending machines. Now you have a full-time logistics business. It's going to take a lot of energy to keep those 50 machines stocked. And then of course, that's going to cost a lot of money. So to have that logistics operation to try to generate a larger income from those vending machines, it's going to eat away at all the profit. So that's why generally when people come to us, we always suggest people go all in full time on an industry that they know versus some of these side hustles. So for example, if you've got 10 to 15 years industry experience, you've managed people, you've managed sales teams, you've done sales, you'd be a great candidate to own your own business within your industry. And if you have a boss who owns your business that's somewhere near retirement age, you found yourself a potential gold mine that you could go to them and ask them if they'd actually consider selling to you. And in a lot of cases, they love that because someone inside is always the best successor. And then for you, buying the company you already work for is the best acquisition because buying a company you don't work for is filled with so many unknowns. Buying a company you already work for, you don't know everything about it, but you know a lot more than an outsider ever will. Now, if you didn't hit the lottery and have an owner at your company that's about to retire, then you're going to have to go and buy a different company within your industry. All of this is going to require big investment and a big risk. We don't ever want to underestimate the risk of buying your business. You can lose more than the money that you put down, but it's much more likely to pay off for you than a side hustle.